Hello everyone, I am Tacet, and welcome to the Gems of War stream, Invasion Week 4, Day 7. So of course today, Invasion is already completed. We're going to be going over next week's event. We're getting a new little troll guy that I kind of mentioned on Friday, but forgot he's not coming in until tomorrow. But yeah, we're getting him, we're getting some kind of new, mostly useless weapon. But the main thing that's happening next week, of course, is the 2 new legends are in the event key drop pool, as well as pretty much everything else from the kingdom. If it's ultra rare or higher, it'll be in the event key drop pool. But of course, out of all those troops, the 2 most noteworthy ones are the 2 new legends that we've been using the last few days. But yeah, if you've been wanting to get them, all next week is the time to go do it, and you'll easily be able to do so with about 100 to 300-ish event keys. Should hopefully be enough to get all of them. Do keep in mind this week's event thing, if I'm not mistaken, also had event keys on it, so if you haven't already completed it, I think there's 12 that you can get just right there, plus the gems, so that's like total like about 15, 16, almost 17 event keys that you can get just right there between the 12 and the gems putting into event keys. So definitely do that if you haven't yet, because it's definitely worth it for the few extra keys to throw down. I probably won't be throwing any keys tomorrow, mainly because I already have one of both the legends, and if I wanted them upgraded to Mythic, we could just use orbs on it, one of the smaller Ascension orbs. So I'm probably going to save my event keys for when the next new legend comes out. Of course, since I already have the 2 new ones that technically already came out, I don't need to open them, but still, it's a really good idea if you haven't gotten them yet to go and do so starting Monday. It will be resetting in, what is that? In 6 days and 55, I mean 6 days, in 6 hours and 55 minutes. That's also when Bounty Hunter event ends, and that's basically when everything related to this event ends. Anyways, let me go over the new thing that's coming out tomorrow. I kind of made some mention of it already several times, but I'm gonna go and bring this little guy. So this is the troll that we've talked about a little bit in the past, just right over here. So what does this guy do? He doubles the amount of blue on the board and then doubles the amount of brown. He's the first double troll that doubles double. 2 different colors. He's a purple-yellow, so that coloration could actually have some potential, as there aren't really too much of either of those 2 mana generators on that color, or on those 2 colors. So, well, on yellow there is, but not on purple as much. But, yeah, should be pretty nice. We'll end up working with both of the 2 new troops, as they both are pretty dependent on both brown and blue. Has an Icy Storm whenever, or Icy Death. Whenever an enemy dies, it will create an Ice Storm. This does, unfortunately, make it pretty bad to synergize with the Doomstorm guy, but it would make it pretty good to use against, or with the brown-purple one, the Glaceon. So he's probably mainly going to be used with the Glaceon concept kind of teams, and of course in any kind of team that needs a lot of brown or blue, maybe even into some kind of weird Justice team with a Corvash or something. But yeah, it definitely has a lot of potential. Biggest thing on what will really make it viable is how it actually functions. We see that it doubles the amount of blue, and then doubles the amount of brown. What will really determine if it's really that good or not is, does it take the value of the brown before or after doubling the blue? So does it do it right at the beginning of the ability, or after it's done the doubling of the blue? So for example, it will definitely double the blue, we know that. So let's say there's 10 blues on the board, it will then create another 10 blue onto the board. But then, will it then, after the blues have already overwrit all the browns pretty much, will it then double the brown? Or will it double the brown prior to that? So let's say there are 5 brown on the board. You double the board when there was 10 blues, and now you just put additional 10. But 3 of those 10 ended up overwriting brown, so now there's only 2 brown on the board. Will that create 2 browns, or will it create 5? If it's 5, then yeah, it'll be better. And if it's only 2, then no, it will not. But the other slight issue with this guy will be him overwriting his own stuff too. So let's say there are, let's say, just 12 blue and 12 brown, both on the board. He doubles the blue, he puts like 12 blue on the board, it overwrites like 5 of the brown. You now have 7 brown, and you're about to create another 12 of them. This is probably going to miss, but it's also going to overwrite your blues that you already set on the board. So a little bit of a clunky troop. We'll see exactly how it works. I think it's going to have a really similar issue to that of Venoxia, Jarl Ferromantle, and all those kind of troops. It's a little bit different, but still going to be just as annoying, I believe. But we'll find out and see what we can actually use with it later. Really just depends how it interacts with stuff. And we're also getting a new weapon. We're getting the Daemon's Lash. Nothing really too noteworthy of this, though. It deals damage to an enemy, and if the enemy is a Daemon, deals 12 to another random enemy. So yeah, that is pretty much useless, especially this late in the game. Even early on in the game, that doesn't even seem too overwhelming, especially since you can get War and Peace as a newer player, which is much superior to this. You just have to go do the Adana questline and then the Kazale questline, and then you get War and Peace, which is a much better weapon than this. So yeah, I'll get it for collection purposes, but other than that, really no need for it. Oh, if I'm not mistaken, you actually can infinitely buy it for brown, green, arcane trait stones, though. So you could do that if you really, really desperately wanted brown-green, but that'd be a really expensive way to do it. I believe it comes out to 250 each, because I believe this pack costs 500 glory, or was it 1,000? Whatever it is, it would be ridiculously expensive to do it that way. But if you really just needed a few more brown-green, it could be worth considering if you needed it for something. But anyways, that's the new stuff coming out tomorrow, and of course the two new mythics, the two new legends are going to be available in event key drop table, which is basically like new content. Even though it's not actually coming out specifically tomorrow, it's already been out for a few days now. For most people, it's going to be the first time that they'll be able to have access to the two new legends, of course. Also, hello everyone! Hello Danny, hello Bunny Killer, hello Humberto, hello Max, hello Derek, hello Sea Dog, hello Marcelo, hello Nigel, hello Candy, hello Sandy, haha, that's funny, your names rhyme. Hello Adam, hello Techni, and hello Nigel again. Welcome everyone. Okay. So now to go do a bunch of things. Let's go to Invasion. Of course, this is an Invasion stream, but we've already completed Invasion. So let's go and claim our last little reward and see what we get from the major orb. Come on, blue or purple? Anything but green. Okay, I'll take it. There we go. Purple. Very nice. That's like, what, 75 gem keys pretty much? That's actually a really competent amount. Whenever you put it like that, it makes it seem so much better than it actually is. It's like one purple orb. Seems okay. One purple orb, that's actually 75 gem keys. Ooh. That makes it a lot better. Well, that's pretty much what it is if you have it maxed. If you don't have it maxed, if your guild... well, this assumes your guild is maxed, and it assumes you've gotten all of the Guild War troops up to Mythic. If not, whenever I say 75, it's actually 37.5, because half your drops would be useless Guardians. Or not useless, but compared to a gem key drop, they're useless. Also, hello, Steve. And there was one other thing I need to go take. Oh, yeah, we still need to go complete out Bounty Hunter. That's actually one of the main things we're going to be doing this stream. I don't know if I'll actually be able to complete it during this stream, but we are going to keep poking at it. We're not on the leaderboard yet, but we are very close. So here's our first major orb from this. Major orb back to back. And this one is... No! The worst one! The green orb. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Hopefully the other one's a bit better than that. But, yeah, we're not currently on the leaderboard. I believe it's 260,000 or something to reach it. About 253. Of course, we'd want to have a little bit higher than that to play it safe. But we're really close. I was getting a lot of Val Ravens when I was doing it earlier. We actually had 18 battles. That 18 battles more like 26 to 30 because of all the Val Ravens, of course. But, yeah, we're just going to keep plowing it down and hopefully get our points that we need. Of course, the main goal we want is about, I think, 250,000. Somewhere around there is enough for every single reward. That's the main reason why we're doing this. Well, of course, if we could get a extra orb out of it, that'd be pretty nice. So we'll go to cascade all that down, throw this, and just go from there. And take skull, grab the mana. If you guys have anything you want me to go over, and anything like that, questions, need help with team builds, feel free to leave them in chat. Otherwise, I'll mainly just play in PvP a little bit with the new Doomskull team, as well as mainly Bounty Hunter, of course, to finish this out, hopefully. Okay, we'll go take that down. But yeah, if you do have Bounty Hunter battles left, don't forget to use them. They expire in like 6 hours from now, so definitely want to get on that. So go grab all that, see if we have alignment. No, we don't, of course. Throw it down again. Don't need a silence yet. Nice extra turn. And then we just spam this out into like 2 or 3 casts, it looks like. I don't have alignment, so we'll just go into another one. And hopefully we'll get a pretty nice loop. So far, so good, though we don't have... Oh, yeah, we do. Never mind. Spoke too soon. Okay, we'll go grab that. We have a lot of red on the board. Not that many purple, though, because we keep converting it out, obviously. Ooh, okay. I should have taken those red. He's going to get a free thing now. Okay, we'll go and take our extra turn. Hopefully that's enough mana. And it is. Go grab all that. Make sure it gets to full before we cast it, just to make sure it doesn't do anything weird. Just so in case it misses, we'll be able to go and just cast it immediately. And even though it missed there, we still had all of our mana because we took it preemptively. And throw it again, and that's dead. And now we have to do that about 30 more times. It only takes about a minute each. Actually, maybe we will get them all done during this stream. Should be able to. If we can get every single one like that in about a minute or two. Ooh. At least he's blocked by a lot of stuff. If he was to replace anything, I would want it to replace the 3rd slot. Because that's the only way he can actually win is off his 3rd slot. Everything else in this team doesn't really pose much of a threat. Ooh, that missed pretty hard. I did see the purple there, it just didn't really help us at all. So I'm going to take a green. Hopefully that surges, and then we'll have alignment somewheres. Okay. Yeah, that worked out. So we'll go throw this down. That'll get the mana back for the Feral Hound. Ideally, we'll want to get his mana to full before we go and cast it again, just to make sure in case we miss, it'll still go. So we'll have him have that skull. We'll take a red. It even does a little bit HP reduction. We want to try having him not cast if we can. It's not the end of the world, but he does stun us, which makes it so our reds don't actually do anything. Normally our reds would steal 3 life every single time, and not only does that help damage him pretty well since he has 80% skill reduction, and it hits through it of course, but also because it gives us more HP, and every single time we do that, that's 1 additional damage to 2 troops, which is a total of 2 damage, which means every single time it's 5 damage, with 2 of them stacking every single time. So pretty nice to get that up. And every single time we take a red, it occurs, so even if we have nothing to do on the board, it still kind of helps us some. Okay, so we'll take this red. Again, we'll want to get this thing to full mana before we go and cast the other thing, just to make sure we have it. Probably, again, just take it off a red so we get the little bit of lifesteal. I don't have any align, so we'll go throw that in there. That doesn't help us much, but we'll see where things are. Okay, actually it will, because he didn't bother taking the other one. He denied the other one over there, but that should be fine. You need to go get this parrot up, just to make sure we silence that. And then again, he's being blocked completely by this yellow. Guess it won't matter too much. Until this thing gets full mana is when we would need to really start worrying about that. But at the current moment, it seems like it'll be fine. Can we cascade this into anything good? Doesn't look like it. We'll just throw another Pharaoh Hound here and hope we get lucky. And we do. Just go get that down, throw it down again. Might as well just take the red, and that's match. And there we go. And he keeps stacking up more and more magic every single time, more and more HP. His damage just keeps going higher and higher. It's pretty cool. It's one of the reasons why he's actually so particularly decent in here. Hello, I Love. Hello, Dragon Ball Z. Hello, Anthony. Hello, Gamer Fox. Hello, 02. Hello, Lovi. Welcome, everyone. If you have Infernus or Yagwe, what would you recommend for Bounty Hunter? Yagwe. I would actually recommend Yagwe over Infernus, even if you have Infernus. You can still use Infernus if you don't have a Yagwe. But personally, from my experience, it does work better with a Yagwe. The only time you may go Infernus is if they ever do one on a given week where the yellow isn't really that good, or like it doesn't even use any yellow, because your parrot using yellow, that's not really that many. This case, we do have another second yellow, so I didn't really want to go using the Furnace, of course. But I don't know, I just feel like it stacks up better. The one big downside with Infernus is it's not really controlled. It could be very good or very bad. It depends exactly where it explodes and what happens to the enemy and all that. At least with a Yagwe, you know exactly what you're getting because you know exactly what its convert is. It's purple to red, so you can see everything that it's going to do. Whereas with Infernus, you have no clue what it's going to do to the board. And that can sometimes backfire when you're dealing with things this high of stats. And you have to cast it several times in order to kill it. And there are some boards where you actually don't want to cast it because it needs to stay a certain way, but you still need to do damage. Whereas with a Yagwe, you could still do that. Whereas with Infernus, you always have to clear out some of the board, which could ruin it for you or give the enemy something. But I would say Yagwe if you have it over Infernus. But both are perfectly fine to use, of course. Whichever one you would prefer is pretty much the better one. I just tend to prefer using Yagwe for it. So we'll give him a skull. It's actually perfectly fine if we keep giving him skulls. It's actually more beneficial if we keep giving him skulls. Because once we get our team down to 3, that's a higher chance that we'll barrier something important. Because it doesn't matter if that survives at all. It's completely useless. The only thing it really serves is if there's a Valraven, we can stun it and then silence it. But we're probably never using this thing ever again. It was mainly just for this bounty week, and that's it. It was also to get our White Helm to Mythic. I mean, I keep saying that. Our White Helm to 9 stars. We finally ended up getting that, and she was the one that was able to push it over. That's the only reason why I even got so many bounty battles this week. I was planning on not even going for the leaderboard, but I decided to simply because it would give us White Helm to Mythic. I mean, I keep saying that! White Helm to 9 stars, which is really important because that's 30% tribute chance instead of 20%. And since it's a 60 glory kingdom, that is a lot of free glory that we can end up stacking up. Basically, every 3.5 hours we play the game is a free 60 glory now. Whereas it was about every 5 hours prior. So that might not seem like much, but it definitely adds up over time. Okay, we'll go and throw that down. Wait, you think I misread the last question? Oh, if you don't have Infernus or Yagwe. Oh, sorry. I thought you said if you do have both. My bad. If you don't have either of them, you'd probably want to run Worldbreaker. Yeah, probably Worldbreaker. And if you don't have Worldbreaker, probably... I want to say Dragon Soul, but none of the bounty troops are dragons yet. Maybe once they start coming in. But, yeah, Dragon Soul might not be enough damage. Christinex might be. Azura, but it would probably be very slow. And what other ones? Most of them are mythics. Most of what would work really good there are mythics. I guess Queen Titania, you'd probably have enough reds off of this thing, plus it generates purple for you. So you can go have that going for you. But yeah, some kind of really heavy purple damage source. Even Grim would end up probably working there. There wouldn't be a burner that you could put in, but you would still have a pretty high impact spell. Plus you'd be able to reduce their attack to low enough that they don't do anything. But yeah, it would depend on what you have at that point. Basically just the biggest damage source you have that synergizes with Feral Hound. Feral Hound is the main bounty troop at the moment. He's pretty much the only realistic bounty troop that exists at as of all 7 of them, I think there is. 6, 5? There's barely even any. But of all of them, it's the best one. It creates 6 red, 6 purple, and then barriers a random ally. It also has Bone Storm, which could synergize with some kind of Skull Spam. Though I would not advise using Skull Spam because there definitely are quite a few battles that do have resistance to it from week to week. In some way. I know the previous bounty week, it was like 50% reduction. This guy has 80% reduction. So you do sometimes have those walls which get in the way. It's much better doing the cast damage. Okay, that dies out. That's actually helpful because now we have our entire team barriered up and we can just keep this safe, the main core 3 of our team. We'll go and remove all of our barriers, but it won't actually do any damage, so that's fine. We'll need to go get our Feral Hound back up. Also, hello, Mr. Jesse, and hello, M79 and Lovi. Welcome. Massive skull hits by the AI after Infernus cast is inevitable? Haha, pretty much. It does happen a lot. It's one of the reasons why I don't do it. Because it's really easy to accidentally give the AI something. It's only a matter of time before you do it. While most of his cast will be pretty good with Infernus, you can't really risk the backlash from it in a game mode like this when you only have an extremely limited amount of battles. Doesn't matter as much in PvP and stuff like that because you're mainly going for speed more so than its consistency. But you do want to try using slightly more consistent stuff for things like Guild Wars, for raids, for invasion, for bounty hunters, stuff like that, because you do have such a limited amount of battles for each one. Okay, that gives us Yagway. We'll throw that down again. Yeah, with Yagway, we know exactly what will happen each time. We can even calculate out his exact damage every single time, too. Oh, we got a bunny! Oh, it's the most useless one. It's like, that's one of the most useless, if not the most useless pet right now. But, oh well. We still have a lot of battles, too. It feels like it's barely even moving down, which is kind of cool, too. Yeah, it could take it like another hour or two. I don't know if we'll do it all on stream. We might. We just might. We're gonna move that over. But we're definitely going to make top 250. I mean, 250. We're definitely going to make top 100 at this point. What will really be determined is how far will we actually go beyond that is the question. Also, this is the first Bounty Hunter week ever, as well as any week with sigils, where I have lost 0 Valravens and 0 battles. But that's mainly because I'm spamming out a slightly weaker battle this time around, just because I do want that higher consistency. But yeah, that's actually one of the other reasons why I kind of wanted to test this one, to see if it actually would be possible to go 100% win rate. And so far so good, though as I say that, this battle is going quite horrible so far. The current one that we're on. He's also going to get stun off soon, which is not the worst thing that could happen. His reds that he creates in brown actually helps us a lot. The problem is his stun is the main thing that kind of sets us back when he does his ability. So right here, I'm going to take a brown... Actually, we have a couple different things we could do. We could take a brown skull and a chance of yellow or blue, or we could take a green-red. Oh, but then he extra turns skull. Oh, no, it doesn't. But it does give him a chance to extra turn skulling, though, if I do it that way. I think I'll take it this way just to make sure our first slot lives. Obviously, we don't need it to live, but I want it to live just so we have a frontline tank just for a little bit longer if we can. Also, Trolling You, thank you for subscribe. Much appreciated. Okay, we'll go for that move now that it won't accidentally give him a skull. And now we just need to go get Feral Hound up and hopefully get lucky. Red would be the most ideal way of getting this up, but it's not around, so we can't take it. I need this guy to get to full mana. No extra turn for it, so we'll just throw it on the board and hope we get it. And no, we do not. I guess we'll Red Surge and hopefully have alignment by then. We have it right now, but we don't have the cast, of course. We'll throw that over. And hopefully we still have the board. Oh, we actually extra turned it. Very nice. So we'll go throw that in there. Gained a bunch of HP from casting his ability. We also no longer steal HP because he was able to get a cast off, unfortunately. Wasn't able to stop him in time. Ooh, triple Doomskull. Unfortunately, that's hitting him. That doesn't really do much, but I might take it just in case, because we obviously don't want him taking it. But then again, it's going to be about the same way either way. I think we'll try overwriting it. Okay, good, we did get the overwrite. I didn't get the extra turn, but I believe we got alignment. No, he ruined it. Nope. Okay, we'll go silence him. Let's take the green first, though. Grab all that, throw the silence, throw this thing down again, or maybe he'll give us alignment next turn. And this thing I don't need to cast for anything. Oops, I almost didn't take that. That would have been a fail. Oh, we got alignment from that too. Okay, we'll go grab that. I don't think that's enough damage to kill it. I should probably calculate it out. If we get another Yagway, that is. I also kind of want to take that move. It gives us a skull too. Yeah, we're just going to let him kill. Oh, that is enough damage to kill out first slot. Oh, well, we'll let it happen. We'll go do that. He doesn't get the skull or anything. That will go and, oh, actually I gotta be careful. One more of those ends. We're actually dead. Right when I said we haven't lost a single one yet. Well, we're about to. We are definitely about to. Gotta be careful with these reds. Every single time I give him reds, it just goes straight into him, and he can easily get a lot of value out of it. So we'll try this one more time. Hopefully we get barrier on the one we really need it on. Oh, don't you dare. He's trying. He sure is trying. So we'll go throw that in there. I need one of these to die out already. Really bad that they're both still alive. And we're still stunned too, and I have no way of unstunning. Which is really getting in the way right about now. Oops, that is not the move. Good thing that wasn't. Or else that would have been a horrible move. Okay, we'll let him skull here. It's just going to hit barrier on the thing. That's fine. Oh, you know what? We actually have an extra turn. I didn't even see that. That's a weird extra turn, but I will go for it because it does hit right into it. Then we can silence it and go from there. But yeah, that should be an extra turn unless I'm missing something here. But yeah, that should be it. So we'll go grab that. Get our extra turn right there. Very nice cascade. That might have actually just saved us. So now we can go throw to silence. I want to throw to silence before Feral Hound, just so we don't miss and give him full mana, because we lose the battle once that happens, and that would obviously not be good. He finally cleansed himself. I need to go get up to 39 HP. If we can get up to 39 HP or a barrier on him, we'll win the battle. I need one or the other. So we'll throw this down again. Or both. Both would... Oh, there we go. We got both. Oh, well, we're about to have both. So he's still silenced. That's really good. We don't have alignment. That's not that good, though. We'll go move that over. And I don't want to cast because if he gets unsilenced, he's actually going to pretty much get full mana. So I'll just take a red here. Keep stealing down his HP. Again, no alignment, but he's still silenced, so we'll go throw this in there. Oh, he got unsilenced. Luckily, we still have the barrier. Luckily, we had that barrier. We'd actually lose right now if we didn't. Or almost. Let's see. We'll go throw this down. That should be full mana. If this is full mana, we win. And yeah, we won. It's just a matter of applying the damage. Actually, you know what? We could still lose. Not over yet. We could still lose to it poking us with skulls, which could definitely still happen. Speaking of that, it's about to, because I can't stop what's about to happen. What do we do here? I guess we throw this and hope we get lucky. So this could really backfire if it misses, and it does. I need alignment. Ooh, we got it for a free turn. Ooh, okay. We don't have alignment, do we? That's really bad. That is really, really bad. We'll go take that down. There we go. That's what we need. And that's match. Barely. Ever so barely. There we go. Yeah, that stun actually really totaled us that battle. Because for the entire duration where we weren't able to gain more HP, which is, well, it doesn't seem like much, 3 HP every red we take. We take so many reds in a given battle that it's anywhere from like 30 to 60 HP across the entire battle, so it's quite a bit. It's one reasons you use them, too. You keep getting more and more magic, and you keep getting more and more life. It just keeps making him stronger over time. But if he gets stunned, a lot of that capability gets disabled, unfortunately. Hello, Matt. Welcome. Oh, and we got a Valraven. Nice. And it's a pretty easy location to kill it in as well. Let's see. What else did I miss in chat? You use Queen Titania? Yeah, Queen Titania is perfectly fine. And it ends up getting the purple. Actually, I have nothing on my team that even uses the purple. Yes, the pet timer is up. We just got a new pet. It's the bunny about 55 minutes ago. Or not 55 minutes ago, 5 minutes ago. We have about 55 minutes to kill it. I should probably go do that after this battle, actually. Just so I don't forget. That in bounty, not bounty, as well as dungeons, because I didn't do that yet. Is there a way to farm event keys? The only way to farm event keys is to farm glory and then throw 180 glory to buy one. It is a pretty bad method of obtaining event keys, but there really isn't any other way other than farming gems and spending gems on event keys. There's about the only 2 ways. The absolute quickest way to farm event keys would be to do treasure hunt and use all the gold you get from treasure hunt on gold keys. Use all of the glory you get from treasure hunt on the 180 packs that give you 1 event key. And throw all the gems you get from treasure hunt onto event keys, ideally in 50 bulks. And that would end up giving you the most amount of event keys per hour. Though I believe if you break down every single one of those resources, that's only about 5 event keys per hour. It is not that many. It's a relatively small amount. Might not even be 5. Somewhere around there, like 4 to 5 event keys per hour is about how many you can farm if you were to go and do that method, which is basically the highest amount you could do. Of course, you get them over time through various events, But specifically farming it, the most you could really do is about 4 per hour. And that's assuming you have hundreds of maps just laying around. It'll be even less than that if you don't, because then you'll have to keep spending glory on maps or spending additional time to go use Tyree or double Tyree to go farm maps. Okay, so we got our extra turn there. Go and grab another red, get it surged, go throw into the next thing. Oh, we need another one. I guess green surge will be fine here. Red would be ideal since it'll get both of them, but oh well, one is fine. And is that aligned? No, but it's so much mana and so much lifesteal that we'll go for it. Actually, never mind, it's not multiple lifesteal. I forgot, it only triggers once. It did an update where traits like that only trigger once, even if there's multiple triggering at once. Only if you cascade it does it do it the multiple time. Okay, we can take a red here, not really that worth it. No alignments or anything, so we'll just go throw this down again. We got barriers on the most important two. Unfortunately, we keep getting on those two. I guess that's not too bad of a thing. But obviously, when they both have barrier, it'd be nice if it actually went for something else. Would be cool if they made it that way, so that if everything on your team was already barriered, except like 1 or 2, it would automatically go for the ones that aren't already barriered. There's no point in re-adding effect to something that already has it, if it doesn't have a timer on it. Anyway, we're going to take a red to a red. I'm actually going to try taking several reds here, just to build up our HP, for the sake of not dying, as well as just for doing more damage to him. And then we'll go throw this down, and hopefully have Yogg. Oh, I forgot to take the other red. There was another one just sitting there. That could have maybe given us something. Not that big a deal, though. And it's pretty much just easy from here. All we have to do is just silence it if it starts getting too high. And I think I'll do that preemptively right now, just in case it dies, which it probably will. And down it goes, of course. We'll go take that. That was to be seen, though. We'll go and throw this down for alignment. No extra turn, but we did get alignment. So we'll throw that, throw it again, and that's dead. And there we go. But yeah, that's the other reason why I like using Yogg too. It actually gets rushed kills. The big issue with Infernus, if you're using literally no other damage sources on your team, is it basically kills the entire enemy team at about the exact same time. Whereas if you're using a Yogg, it kills 2 and then 2, which in a game mode like this is a lot better to do because you need to make sure you get rid of some form of threat on the opposing team. And being able to kill out the first 2 is a pretty easy way to kill out some of your biggest threats. Ideally, your biggest threats would be in the first 2 slots. And in the case of this team, the biggest threat's actually in the 3rd slot. It's the Penglong, which is the biggest threat, mainly because it has a pretty competent AoE damage. And it can get rid of all of our barriers in a single cast, unlike anything else on its team. Okay, we have a brown here. If I take this purple, I actually can't grab it. I almost feel like just giving him those purples. Because I don't think we have a follow-up if I take this down. Yeah, I should have just taken them. Should have just taken the brown or something. Because, yeah, we don't have any follow-up. I guess we'll just take a yellow, let him skull poke us and go from there. Nothing else, we could go throw a parrot in there. Again, still no follow-up. Yeah, I definitely should have done that earlier. Because now we're just going past several turns where we can't really do anything. We'll go take this red. Hopefully it'll surge. We'll throw it down and go from there. Green surge would also be nice right about now, but we'll throw this first. And, oh, good. We did indeed get full mana from that. No alignment. So we'll throw it down again. I do need to go silence him soon in case we accidentally give him all the mana. It's starting to work it up. A little annoying that it goes right, the red goes right into him, but at least he doesn't use purple. So we only have one color that's really feeding him. Oh, free skull. Very nice. Go grab this again. Please get enough mana. We extra turned it at least. Oh, and we got enough mana. Perfect. No alignment. So we are not going to cast it. But I will go cast this and do it again. And now we should be good to go. So we'll go through that. Would ideally kill him off of reds. If we could take 2 reds right now, that will kill him instead of having to cast. Which I believe is what we're going to go for. So we'll go for this. And as long as this hits at least 1 red, he dies. And that's exactly what we need. Now we can use our ability on Penglong instead of wasting it for the other guy. Which is the whole reason why I did it like that. Do we throw it now? We're not really getting much out of it. I think I just go for the silence just to make sure he doesn't get rid of my barriers. Not like it matters much at this point, but still. Okay. No extra turn, but plenty of alignment there. If he doesn't ruin it. Oh, there's too much for him to ruin. Yep, too much for him to ruin, even with all that. So go grab that down. And that's match. As soon as we kill it, there's almost no chance of us losing. We still technically could lose off its skulls. It does have pretty high damage. 49 this week, but very rarely would that ever happen. So far, it hasn't happened yet. This is pretty much when the team is strongest, too. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Hold up. What are you doing? What was that turn? Whoa, well, at least we got a nice follow-up right there. But what was your turn? What was our turn? Both the turns. I guess because of that Skull Storm really caused a bit of havoc there. I guess that's kind of what caused so many skulls to happen, but wow. She got like 3-4 skulls in a row. We got 2 of them. Or actually 3. We got 2 at different instances, but during one of the instances, it double hit it. Anyways, so that was a weird battle. But we're almost there. We're 206,000. We needed what again? 250,000? 250,000 should be every reward, if I'm not mistaken, which is why pretty much everyone is at that point. Let me see. I need to add... How many more points to my score? I need to add 4,306... Or 40... Numbers. 44,600. So yes, 250,000 is how many points you need to get all of the rewards from Bounty Hunter. So that would explain why a lot of people are pretty much just at 250,000, and the entirety of the leaderboard just a little bit over it, because 250,000 is what a lot of people are aiming for. But yeah, we should be able to easily reach it. We still have 60 more battles, plus all the Val Ravens. Oh yeah, let me go do the pet real quick. I forgot about it. But yeah, we still have 45 minutes left on the pet, but just in case, let's go get it done now. And we're just using the Skull Spam team. And of course, both, as I mentioned earlier, both of these 2 legends are available all week in the event key drop pool next week. So definitely go get yourself both of them if you have the spare event keys. Highly advised. They're among 2 of the strongest troops in the game right now. Not sure if they're going to be nerfed, but at their current state, they are very, very, very good. Particularly fully traded. Both of them are pretty trait dependent. While this one can perfectly function without its traits, actually technically both of them could, but particularly this one, they both do have good traits despite that, so it is really good to go and fully trait them. This takes brown-purple so you can get that off Darkstone, and this takes brown-red so you can get it on, oh, what's that called? The Urskea Kingdom. Don't do it in Groshnok, because Groshnok has a lot of annoying troops with revives, and it's going to take a little bit longer to grind them that way. But yeah, just go grind them in Urskea if you need brown reds. They both have brown red, but Urskea is an easier kingdom to do due to the lack of revives in there, or at least less of them. Actually, I believe it has none. Of course, you can still get them randomly, but you would get it a lot more often if you did it in Darkstone. I mean, not Darkstone, if you did it in Groshnok. Hello, Wellington. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. Oh, yeah, I hope you've all had a wonderful Mother's Day today. How are you? Any good teams for Sakima? Not really. Most of the Sakima's combinations these days aren't that good compared to basically every other doubler. I would not really advise using her for the most part these days. Infernus is superior than it. Divine Ishbala is superior to it. And Glaceon is way superior to it. But, yeah, there's really no particular instance where Sakima is the best thing to put into a team. You could build a team around her, but it's not really worth doing. Unless she was, like, one of your only legends. And then you might not have some of the other core components that you need to make it work. My favorite thing to do with her, though, is Sakima plus Inferno King. And just do that combo. But you can also do it with just a magic buff kind of combo, where she kills out the first slot, or whatever is currently first in line, and then she scroll spams into the next one. That strategy also ends up working out decently. And then it goes. Also, I should probably switch all of my, other than the Goblin one, I should probably switch every single one of my pet teams over to this, because it wins a lot quicker than what I normally use. It has a slower start, so I guess the first initial few battles is a little bit slower, but on the later battles, it is way, way quicker. Because it wins pretty much every battle in the same amount of speed. Kind of like what a Great Maul team does, pretty much, where every battle is, well, pretty much like I said, the exact same speed. Mainly because its value scales off the enemy. While this thing's value doesn't scale off the enemy, we just have so much damage that pretty much everything just instantly dies regardless of its stats. I'm really curious what would happen if they ever did a raid during this kingdom. Could you imagine all this with like Mang and something? The only problem with that is it wouldn't have a proper mana generator. But once it got going, it would just like instant win. That or could also backfire, I guess. Because if the enemy starts hitting you with like 60-something damage skulls, that could definitely hit through pretty quick. It would also be very risky to use, I guess, too. It works for stuff like this because it doesn't matter if we lose or not, so it works really good for PvP and pets. But I guess in some contexts like that, it might be a little bit too high risk. I will be trying it on Brown Guild War Day, by the way. Basically this team, except with something else instead of Apothecary, obviously. But, yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm pretty sure it won't be my new Brown team. But I did want to try something else because Brown has been pretty stagnant lately, and this will allow us to use something completely different. My Brown Day is already really consistent, but its score's really low. It has a very high win rate, but it's like 9,200 score or something, which is pretty below average. Sakima on Purple Day rules? What do you use it with? I've tried many things with it lately, and it hasn't really been working out for Guild Wars or anything. Well, not recently with Guild Wars, but when I tried it in the past, nothing was really working out with it. There was a few months back, though, when Guild Wars was like every single day, though. Okay, we'll go and... I try to not use Skull Spam in Guild Wars the most I can as well. Just because, of course, the liability of getting it hit back is pretty annoying. Oops, I took that to get an extra turn, but the Doomskull of the one chipped away my one color I needed to actually land the extra turn. Fail, fail, fail. I can see me doing that a lot in the future on accident. Like forgetting, like trying to take an extra turn by taking a like 3 pair of skulls, but then forgetting one of them's a Doomskull, and then it takes away one of the ones I needed to actually land that extra turn. Alright, we'll go through, yeah, that should be fine. We'll go throw that in there. 17 HP. Too bad nothing on this team has Inferno armor. Just gonna let the enemy keep attacking you and just reflect it all back. Really wish there was a troop with 100% skull reflect. Like a mythic of some kind or something. I would use it a lot if they ever actually added it. It'd probably be one of the best counters to Doomskulls as well. Or among one of the best. Especially if it had Impervious in some way. Like if it had 100% scroll reduction plus Impervious. Kind of like how Gloomleaf is 50% plus Impervious. That would be really strong on a mythic. It's a guild secret. Okay, we'll go take the yellow down. Go for the explosion. We'll go throw that into a yellow there. Get the... What else do we even need for all that? Nothing's really good. Go grab that. Take the blue. Go from there. And we'll just go explode the reds, I guess. And that'll be that. On to the last few, and then we'll go claim our little pet. I believe I already have this thing almost on Legendary, because we've been getting so many copies of it. Of course, we'd get almost the most copies of the one of the most useless ones, but oh well. What's going to really be weird is if they actually are adding cosmetic pets. So far, no pets are cosmetic, though they did say that some of them will be in the future. I really wish they would actually give them all an effect. It seems kind of pointless if any of them were to become cosmetic. Because no one would ever upgrade them. The current incentive structure that they have for it is not worth upgrading one of those. Maybe for the first 5 levels, but no one would ever do it any further than that. Unless they already had every other pet in the entire game upgraded. I guess maybe it could be okay because it makes it so you don't have to feel obligated to need to get it upgraded, I guess. What do we need here? Nothing works. I guess we'll go and just take a skull over and get some green. Actually, you know what? Let's just clear the board. And hopefully this will give us something now. Do we have anything? It does not look much better. Oh, yes, it does. We go get that. And that should be it. Now we just throw this into reds and overkill it with 1,000 Doomskulls. And there we go, and we get a map out of it. Also, this guy with the Doomskull Storm is probably the best thing in the entire game for gaining maps within a battle, not counting Tyree. Maybe we need to go... Oh, I didn't think about that. We might need to try... Though then again, we'd probably already win by the time it would get it. But, a Captain Skullbeard with the King Bloodhammer may seem like a bit of a weird combo, but you would end up getting like 1 to 2 maps per battle if you're actually like trying to specifically get the map, because you can get really heavy cascade lines by just throwing like an exploder or something down. But yeah, that's actually worth giving a shot. It'd probably be too inconsistent to really bother using though, but it would be pretty funny. We'll go take this. Let's get a bunch of explosions. No extra turn, but we have enough resistance that's not really going to do anything from hitting us. We'll grab that, go for it again, double check the board. Yes, we do have it, and that's overkill. Is it going to be funny on Brown Guild War Day? Of course, we can't use Apothecary, but yeah, it's pretty much going to do this exact same thing. We'll have a lot more mana. I assume, though we haven't actually gotten to see yet, because we haven't gotten to see a single time of Doomskulls, but I assume the 70% mana that you accumulate from taking a Doomskull from the board does count towards your mana accumulation during a Guild War battle. I don't see why it wouldn't. And if it does, then yeah, that's going to give us a lot of extra points when we end up constantly clearing out the board with mass Doomskull explosions. Though again, it could also give the enemy a bunch of points too if they are the one who ends up getting it. So I guess it could backfire just as easily. We'll go clear out the board here. Not much to really use at the moment, so we'll go do that. And what do we have here? No alignments? Is it still worth going for? No, we'll just go take that. Now we do, and now it's match. So we'll go grab that. Throw the other one down. It's not exploding as much as I would want it to. And we got rid of our thing that we need to align it off of. So I'm actually going to get rid of yellow here, just to condense everything closer to each other. And that's better now than ever. We'll take it. Not the best, but about the best we're going to get in this single instance. And that should be a match now. Almost. We need something to move here. I guess we'll just take a skull and then throw down everything. So we don't... Oh, wait. No, never mind. We don't have his mana. We actually had alignment on the red guy, but he wasn't around. But, yeah, we'll just kill it out that way. That should be overkill. Don't think we need anything else. We'll just go through the Gorgolfa and then cascade into the kill. And down it goes. Tech Knight. No, it is not. Also, what is up with this loading screen? Right on our last pet battle, too. It's like, sorry, you're not allowed to take this pet. No pet for you. Okay, we'll go and collect all that. And we got 2 snow bunnies. What does that bring our snow bunny total to? Another loading screen is what it brings it to. Let's see. Bunny. 7 bunnies. We're almost there. Level cap. We need 4 more bunnies, and we can get our first legitimate legendary. Of course, we have 1, but we got that off of gems, specifically. But yeah, bunny will be our first one. We're getting like 5 blue pet food too, I believe, on the calendar. It's completely pointless to spend it on your bunny, though. The way they have it set up is like kind of saying, hey, go spend it on your useless bunny. But no, do not spend those on your useless bunny. Spend it on like a Krabby if you have it. I believe that's the only current viable blue, but yeah, just spend it on your Krabby. It's the best thing you can go save it for. Interesting. It brings up a little calendar thingy on for each of them. Even though we could easily see it already on the thing. I didn't even notice that. I actually do kind of like these calendars. It makes it quite a bit more exciting compared to what it was before. Let's see, 18 more days, but there's only... I wonder what happens once we actually claim all of them then. I guess we just don't get anything more for the month or something. But yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... there's 14, then 15. But yeah, there's 15 more rewards, but there's 18 more days. So I guess you could miss 8... I mean, you could miss 3 days and still get every reward. You get an Orb of Chaos at the end, which is kind of cool. Anyways, let's continue with our invasion. We still need to go get the final one. Actually, let me go do dungeons real quick. Also, let me double check that I actually claimed all of the pets. I believe I did, but again, I just want to make sure. Just in case, you never know. Okay, that's all settled. Let's go and do the dungeons real quick. And go spend the 50 gem thing. Also, as I mentioned, I will no longer be spending the 50 gem thing ever on any of the packs other than on Sundays. And the only reason why you still do it on Sundays is because it's pure diamonds. It gives you 2 gem keys, which alone is like 20 gems right there, pretty much. So you're only spending like 30 gems for 80 diamonds, a Celestial, and a bunch of other stuff. So it's definitely worth it on Sundays, but on every other day it is not. And there's way too many things starting to come into the game that cost gems, so it'll save us 300 gems per week, which comes out to, of course, 1,200 or so per month, approximately. And that could easily be going towards Bounty Hunter or towards basically any other piece of content in the game that would probably be better spent on. Now we'll go throw down another firebomb. Get a Sunbird here. We're going to need Rowan. I may actually preemptively take it. Of course, it doesn't surge. Let me preemptively take it a second time. We'll go throw this down first. And 1 more should be enough, hopefully, as long as he doesn't poke us. And down it goes. I was tempted to take the skull. Wasn't sure if that would actually be enough, but apparently it is. So we'll go into the last battle. Bunch of annoying goblins. And then we'll continue with our invasions. If anyone still has any other questions, let me know. We'll make sure to go over them. Otherwise, most rest of the stream after we finish out this will be grinding out the last of Bounty Hunter. Or at least however far we end up getting with it. Not sure if I'll be going all the way through all of it. But we're definitely going to be putting most of it in. What do we need to move? We'll take this skull over. Yeah, Tech Knight, what level are you these days? Actually, let me go check. I want to say level 2020, but I think it's more like 2007 or something. Oh, that'd be funny when you have the level of the year. But yeah, the 50 gems still definitely worth throwing on Sundays. 80 diamonds, 400 shards, 500 souls, 2 gem keys, 400... oh, it moved it. But yeah, 1 celestial, 500 souls, 80 diamonds, 2 gem keys, 400 shards. So let's just ignore the gem keys. So for 30 gems, basically, it's 1 celestial, 500 souls, 80 diamonds, 400 shards. That's okay. I'll take it. Yeah, the other days, I'm just completely ditching it for now on. Okay, so all that's situated. Soul Forge. Oh, by the way, don't forget, if you're a newer player and you haven't already, haven't really been reminding that much of this, though I did go over it on Monday pretty extensively. But don't forget to get a Tesla if you're a newer player. It is among the one of the strongest, if not the strongest, early game troop and mid game troop that you can get. It also runs through the entire game, and it's really cheap to build. It's just Double Dwarven Gate, Valkyrie, Tesla. The hardest component of that is Tesla. So if you have access to this, you need level 9 Soul Forge, 800 diamonds, 5,000 souls, and 4 celestials. But if you're like under level 300 and you can afford this, maybe even under level 500, probably more so under level 300. But if you're under level 300 and you can afford this, I highly advise doing so. But yeah, anyways, other than that, let's go and head back to invasions for most rest of the time. To invasion. And we still need, oops, not invasion. Why did I say invasion? I meant bounty hunter. It always confuses me with these 2 game modes all over the place. Because they're, like, this sigil one is over in this area in the minigames, but all the other ones are under guild, and I don't know. It just still confuses me. Let's see. You're trying to farm for Tesla. Them diamonds is hard to get, though. Yeah. You can really only get them via the dungeons for the most part over time. And of course, if you don't get her now, you might be able to get her in the future. But by the time she rolls back again in Soul Forge, you'd probably already naturally have gotten her from a key by then. Okay, do we throw Pharaoh Hound here? Yeah, we'll go right into that. Get our mana that we need. He'll get a bit of purple, but of course he doesn't use it, so that's fine. We'll throw this down again. Please, extra turn. No, no extra turn. Any kind of weird cascades we can go for. I guess a red into purple. Actually, before I do, let me go grab that. And then red to purple. Oh, wait. Let's go for the guarantee extra turn that's just sitting right there. Get the Yagway in there. Perfect. And then just go throw this down. Give us the alignment again. Ooh, even extra turn as well. I don't even need that, but that makes it even better. I'll throw this down again. Nice. Extra turn. Aww. Oh, yes, we do still have it. I was going to say, did we finally run out of luck? Nope, we still have it. Wow, this battle has gone really effectively. We'll go and throw it down again. Can we get a full loop to kill it? We did. If we do that one more time, we just got a full loop of Pharaoh Hound Yagway, which is also pretty fun to do. Wouldn't be able to do that with an Infernus. You might be able to get semi-lucky to get a few of them, but not this many. But yeah, if we get it one more time, we just did all of our damage in one loop. Ah, we missed it. Oh well, but we could just do that. Oh wait, why did I even do that? I could just throw in Yagway. I didn't even need to do that. Fail. We would have had enough damage regardless of if I did that or not. It's better with Dwarven Gate than with the Bone Wall, mainly because of barrier. That's actually kind of one of the whole points of why you even use Dwarven Gate, more so for the barrier than even the mana it gives. Of course, the mana is a nice aspect of it, and it's what helps put the team together. But the main thing that you're really using is the barrier more so. Because if you weren't using Double Dwarven Gate, you'd be using Dragonian Monk or something else. Some kind of really good early game barrier just to make sure you don't take damage. Because you fight a lot of battles when you're a newer player that are just way beyond your stats. And you need barrier to make sure you don't die to them. There's a lot of weird strategies that you can use with it to make sure that you can win pets as well as invasion. And, you know, pretty much every game mode, you can end up winning out just with barrier spam. You need to make sure you have the damage as well to be able to apply it to the enemy, but it helps definitely keep you alive. It makes something that would originally just like 1 to 2 shot you could live out for multiple turns on end. Possibly without even taking any damage. I shouldn't have taken that red. That one I actually did not need. And now we just give him the board. Ooh, he's gonna get full mana too. Oh, he even extra turned it too. So I can't even do any follow-up. I gotta be really careful not to give him too much red like that. Because that'll be one of the few ways he can actually win. Very good. We landed the extra turn. We'll throw the Yagway down. We'll need one more of those to hit through, unless we can find enough red, but that's pretty unlikely. So, possible. Oh, or we take a skull. Perfect. Okay. So now we can hit directly into it. We'll throw this down and then just go and hit it. And good, we got it again. Grab that. And now we just need 2 more of those again. There we go. And again, just need 2 more. Grab that down. We have alignment. Thank you for that. And at this point, we can just kill it with skulls, I think. And Yagway for the kill. Actually, anything for the kill. Only has 5 HP. Could even just take a double red or something. There we go. And we got another map from it. Okay, on to the next one. And we're at 214,000. We need 250,000 to get all rewards. And we need even higher than that to get leaderboard. I mean, not leaderboard, but to get, yeah, I guess higher leaderboard, I guess. Wonder what top 5, yeah, I wonder what top 50 is. I don't think we'll be able to reach it with what we have, but we can definitely go and peek at it. So we'll go throw that down. Yeah, I think once we reach the leaderboard, I'll do the rest of them off stream. Because we already know we're going to reach it. It's just a matter of what specifically we'll reach. But I'm pretty sure it's just going to be top, like somewhere from 100 to 51. I don't think we're going to hit top 50. And even if we did, I think it's like, what, 25 gems more? It's a pretty big little difference. I don't think it gets a really big difference until 20, if I'm not mistaken. Which we're nowhere within range of. Top 20, I believe, is like 350,000 or 400,000 or something. Which would require us spending more than what we already spent out. Okay, we'll go and throw that down. Get the Yagway one more time. Get that double kill there. Move that down, grab all of the reds we need, move the yellow. Yeah, we'll go take all that, why not? No alignment, I might still go for it though. Oh, there we go, never mind. There's our alignment. It actually turns right into it. And I guess we'll throw this, hope we get lucky and go from there. I can move the red to yellow, don't really need that though, because we don't need the yellow aspect of it. So instead, I guess we'll take it out off the top. And then just hopefully get lucky. Well, that's kind of lucky. Not exactly what we need to have happen, though. Oh, he could have actually taken a red into a skull. Luckily, the AI doesn't know how to do that. There's an extra turn just sitting there if it would have taken the red. But, of course, it prioritizes the skull instead. Let's just take a green and kill it with Yagway. Be better than trying to, like, triple skull it. Or double skull it. And there we go. A lot more consistent. Especially if she would have gained armor, that still would have been enough damage. How much armor does she gain? It's like 40 or something. They gain so much durability. The guy gains so much HP in first slot. The other one gains so much armor. Let me see. She gains 38 armor to all allies. This thing gains 38 life for himself. Sure, they're both 38. And this one gives 34 armor for all allies. Those numbers are a bit lower than what I thought they were. Oh, double Dwarven Gate with Bone Wall with Tesla? That would work, but you wouldn't have soul farming. Because you would want to have soul farming troop on your team to help give you souls. I don't personally do that because I have more souls than I'll ever need. But earlier on in the game, you do want to have something like a Valkyrie or a Dragon Soul or something else on your team similar to that, that do give you a little bit of souls because you're going to need a lot of them. As I mentioned in the past, it's about, I believe, 4 million or so souls these days, 4 or 5 million, somewhere around there, about how many souls you'll need total to actually upgrade pretty much everything you need in the game, as well as just having some spear for Soulforge. But, yeah, that takes a while. It takes about 200, 250 hours or so. A little bit less if you have really good soul farming teams, but most people don't have Fairish Raws, so I don't count that. But yeah, without Fairish Raws, it's easily upwards of 200 to 300 hours to complete out all soul grinding. With Fairish Raw, it could be as low as, I think, 100 hours, maybe even less than that. But of course, no one really has, like, double Fairish Raws. Well, there actually are several people, or, you know, quite a few these days with Soulforge. But, it's not something a lot of people tend to have. Because it takes a while to grind that out. I think if you did it without paying any money whatsoever, it would take around 6 to 7 months of dungeons without spending it on anything else, and just go directly into double Fairish Raw. Yeah, it takes around 7 months or so. Alright, we'll go throw that in there. Get that down again. And we'll go throw a Yagway at that. Alright, so his Valraven's in a pretty easy location for us to win with. I wish it was on the Pengalong, but at least he's so blocked that we don't really ever need to deal with him, so at least we got that going for us. Right here, we do have alignment, so I am going to go for that. This I'm not even going to bother doing the silence or the stun into silence, because that's going to make almost no difference whatsoever, so I'm not even going to bother. We're going to go for a red into a yellow extra turn. Actually got it, wow. That was completely random if we would have gotten it. It was a 1 in 7 chance. I was like calling it as if it was like 100% chance, but yep, there we go. Apparently it is, maybe, because we actually did get it. So, I'm going to take a green here. Oh, no, but then he gets red extra turn. Oh, no, he doesn't have to. But regardless of how I get the full mana here, he's going to... I think I ruined my alignment. Okay, we'll do it here because that doesn't seem to ruin it. And... oh no, yes it does. Never mind. We'll go grab that. I guess we could take a single poke. That or try throwing it down now and try getting it. As long as we don't give him all his mana right now, we should be fine. And yeah, we didn't. And then we just throw it right into Yagway if he would cast. There we go. And one more Pharaoh Hound into the full mana would be great. Actually, let me take that real quick. Grab it for free. And now we throw Pharaoh Hound just in case it didn't get full mana to him, which it probably wouldn't have. It wouldn't have, so good thing we did it in that order. Throw the Yagway down again. And one more poke will do it, and that's that. Oh, no, well, never mind. Oh, come on, one right away. There we go. It's because we didn't have the lifesteal the whole time. If we had it, that would have been enough damage. There we go, another 2 sigils. And we're at 222,000. With 12 battles remaining, which is about 16 to 18 battles, maybe even 20. Depends how lucky we get with Val Ravens. Okay, we'll take that over. Take that over. What else? What else? Take a yellow? No. Brown. Yeah, I guess we'll yellow into a green. Oh, double green. Very nice. That's almost full Yagway. I don't need him at the moment, though. Actually, I guess I do. If we find a green immediately, it'd be useful. But we don't have any, so we'll just move that over. Come on, green. There we go. There we got a green. It's actually extra turn, too, because he's got to take the skull. He's got to get some purple out of it, but he doesn't use the color. Oh, but he does extra turn off it. But he leaves us the alignment, so that's fine. We even have a Yagway to go get right back up, so we'll go take that. Get him right back up immediately. Oh, he's 1 mana short. Oh, no. Okay, we'll throw this down. Hopefully that gives him his mana. That won't be enough, will it? Still 1 mana short. How do we get back to the exact same place we were? So we'll go throw this down, get a Pharaoh Hound down again. Might need to silence him soon. Okay, good. We did not give him all that red. That actually would have been full mana for him if it did. No alignment. We have a 3, a 3, and a 3. None of that's for extra turn, though. None of that is still for extra turn. Now we have 4 different instances of it. I guess we still go for it. So it's not an extra turn, though. But we'll still go for it. Okay. It'll kill that out. That's perfectly fine. That means almost nothing. Extra turn. Very nice. So again, nothing to actually use it for. We'll throw it down again. Nice extra... oh, no. Never mind. That wasn't extra turn. Looked like it was. But we have alignment, so that's fine. Grab that. Throw it 2 more times. Whoa. 3 skulls. Very nice Bone Storm right there. Coming into play a little bit. Only slight problem with the Bone Storm, though, is it keeps getting in our way of our converts. If nothing else, at least it keeps hitting him with a bunch of damage. Quite effective once the other guy's already down, and that's match. And there we go. And we even took a little bit of red for the extra damage, so that was already overkill regardless. You got 103 for 1 battle, first time you've had it happen? Wait, you got what? Oh, with PvP points. Oh, wait, wow. How on earth did you get that many PvP points? That is a really strange glitch. It's double win glitch all over again. There actually were several double win glitches back in the history of this game. Most of them were when it initially released, particularly the first year. But, yeah, I haven't heard of any recently, like in the last 2 years or so. There's been almost no reports of double win glitches. That's pretty funny if it's back again. Okay, we'll go and, I guess we'll take another red, get Pharaoh Hound down, go from there. We could take some greens, which we probably should be doing, but there's no way to take them for free, so we're not going to bother. Too bad that's not a Yagway right there, so we'll throw this double. And I guess we'll double it again. I obviously want to not take that purple because we don't actually use it for anything. So leave it on the board will give us a better chance of actually turning, even though we didn't get it, but the chance existed. I kind of want to just take this 3 right here, but then it ends up triggering all these purple. I want to try getting this green. There's no way to actually drop for that green. Oh, yeah, there is. Though it'd be a pretty bad move. I have to take this yellow and hope that in a 1 in 7 chance we get that green. And if we don't, I give him purple and a bunch of other stuff. So it's probably not worth going for. I did it. It's not worth going for it. Let's go for it. Okay, no, it didn't do what we wanted it to do. It was too low of a chance. I guess we just take Red Surge and go from there. Throw this down and hopefully get it. Nope. Now we just need another Red Surge, and then we can do it in the corner. And go from there. Okay, this red I will take just for the damage. Apparently we got a Doomskull as well. Not too bad. I'll throw this down, mostly just to reline us. I don't intend it to actually hit. He'll go and kill that out, which is perfectly fine. He doesn't have a Val Raven, so we don't need it for anything. We just need it for the extra points it gives us. That's the only reason she's even on this team, is for the points, pretty much. And I guess technically to stun Val Ravens, but after this week, she'll never be used again. In 6 more hours, she will never be used again. Completely dead content. Maybe sometime in the future she'll have some kind of purpose, but at the current moment, not really. Okay, we'll go throw this in there. Trying to get alignment on this, and it does indeed stay, and now we just have to double cast, and that's way overkill. And down it goes. You got 113 PV points 15 minutes ago? That's weird. Normally there aren't additional glitches until they actually make a little update. That's weird that it would be happening right now. But I've never seen that yet. Also, hello, Vartanpi. Why do you use Yagway? He doesn't give a longer boost ratio for bounty. Because there's no way you can use 4 within a team. It is near impossible to win with 4 bounty troops on your team. That, or even if you could, it would take such a ridiculously long amount of time with what currently exists that it would not be worth the amount of time. You might as well just be doing PvP or something in your meantime. But you have to make sure it wins in a decent amount of time too. Even if you technically could win with 4 bounties, everything that currently exists within bounty would win at such a glacially slow speed, even if it was possible. I only do it for the first several battles, and beyond that point you just switch into something like this, because not doing so would make it so bounty would take like 12 hours or something to complete out this many battles, whereas now it's only taken us I think 3 to 4 hours total, somewhere around there approximately, to complete out all of them. Maybe 5 hours at most, but it would take easily over double if not triple the amount of time, assuming you could even win. Let's see. But yeah, maybe in the future we could do 4 times bounty. It's just not possible with what exists right now. And no, I did not use my orbs to upgrade Sister Superior. I just used the bunch of gems. I think it was like, what, 1,000 something gems. I didn't want to, but the only reason why I did was because it was required to get Mythic White Helm. If it wasn't for that factor, I wouldn't have been doing Bounty Hunter at all this week. But I needed it for White Helm, so I did it. Okay, so far this battle's actually going a little bad. I might want to throw a Silence here before it dies, just so we get something down. And yeah, that does appear to be what we're going to do. He's going to take a Skull. He's going to get green out of it, but I guess that's fine. He might take this Skull, which would actually be better if he did. But for us it would be. But we'll go and silence this just in case. So he'll take that Skull. Yeah, he does go for the one that gives him better mana, unfortunately. We'll go and throw this down. Hopefully don't miss. That'll give us Yagway. Ooh, no turn though. But luckily he's silenced. That's why we silenced him. We are stunned now though, so we can't take red for damage anymore, which is actually pretty bad. We use that for a lot. It helps to keep us alive pretty well on the Yagway. But I'll try getting this to loop some and go from there. Ooh, miss. Ooh, and the board is still set up, I guess. We'll go for that. It's good enough. We'll go grab that, throw this down again, and see if we have any weird cascades anywhere. Doesn't look like it. Oh, hello, blue. I didn't even take. Gotta grab all the free things just laying around. This thing really needs to go down. We should probably throw the Yagway now, but I'm gonna give this one more time. It barriered itself, so it got to live. Very nice. We'll go throw that in there. That finally kills that out, so our skulls can actually do something now, which is nice since we actually do have Skull Storm going. What else do we need here? I guess we'll go throw... We haven't unstunned yet. We could take a Skull. So let's go for that for now. Throw a Yagway in there and then poke it with one other follow-up. And now kill that out. Actually, at this point, we might as well just double cast. I believe that's the kill, isn't it? Pretty close if not. And yeah, that's enough damage. And there we go. And we're almost there. We only need 16,000 more points or so. Well, 16,000 for all rewards, a little bit more than that for all leaderboard, or at least top 100 leaderboard. Oh good, we got another Valraven. Okay, what do we need to move? We'll go take a brown to brown. Oh, never mind. That's not the alignment that it has. I guess we'll just take a standard brown with nothing. We'll take that. We'll take Skull, that's perfectly fine. I guess we'll take another brown and then try getting the cast off. I'm going to take it in a way that doesn't take purple deliberately, so we keep the purple on the board. Better chance of extra turning, which we actually do land on the purple there. You ride the green to get both those up. Neither of them surge. Take that because obviously we don't want him getting any of that. Take the red. I'm actually going to take the green here just so we have full mana. It does take away some purple, but he'll get Skull distracted. I'm tempted to go for that. Also, did we not surge the green? No, we did not. So I'm actually going to explode that because it gives us all the green we need for full mana. And now that that died, that's actually going to give barrier to something more useful. That's actually helpful that it just died right there. Oh, but then again, I can't go silence the Valraven. But I guess it's blocked enough that that won't really matter. It's also in a nice location where we could easily kill it. It's actually the easiest location to kill it, other than first slot, of course. We'll go just take that for now, and I guess we'll throw down another one just for alignment. I don't expect it to actually turn, though it actually does land it. Very nice. No aligns for us to really go for, so we'll just go take a bunch of red. Probably should have taken that 4 times just to leave a little bit more of it on the board. Okay, I'm going to move a bunch of this. We'll go for Yagway now that we have 2 different instances of it. It's not enough damage, but we could, if we really needed to, go kill it with this. And I think I might actually go do that, just to guarantee that it goes down. I'll do that. We got the double silence as well on the 2 things we actually needed on, so that's actually worked out perfectly. We'll go throw this down, get our hit that we need, throw this down again, and hopefully that'll get Yagway back up soon. Which I probably should have threw that down, then another Yagway. They were already silenced, I didn't need to rush that. Oh well. As long as we get one more Yagway down, that's match. It'll end up killing the main damage source. Plus we're barriered on both of these. Oh, you couldn't re-barrier the other guy? Oh well. That missed slightly. We'll go take our free reds right there. So do we go all the way on Yagway now, or do we throw this down? I think I throw it. Okay, why did you not gain the barrier? Really wish you would have there. It dies in next hit, which is actually within lose range. Got to be very careful. It's still very capable of losing this. And we don't have a Skull Storm active, or at least not anymore. Guess we'll take a brown. Okay, we'll take that skull. We'll throw this ability down. Actually, we should probably just throw this ability down first. We got the barrier that we needed. It'll just take that and hit the barrier. We'll let him have the skull. We'll go and take ourselves a red surge, hopefully, in a way that leaves us alignment. Perfect. So he'll go for the AoE. We'll go for that. And that should pretty much be match. So we'll take that skull. And we'll take a red just to make sure we have enough damage. And that's definitely way more than enough. And down it goes. That was a little shaky, but it still comes through. And of course, we get our little bounty thing for even more battles. So now we have 12 more. And we only need 11,000 more. Or about 15,000 more for leaderboard. Let's see, where's the leaderboard these days? Still the same location. 252,000 approximately. Yeah, we should be good to go on the leaderboard then. Hey, there's Demon or Angel. Hey, what strategy did you do for Demon or Angel? Didn't you do the 17 as well? Because we're actually catching up to you. I guess we got slightly better Valraven luck. Could also be because we haven't lost a single one yet, too. But I have managed to go perfect streak for once. Or at least that currently we have. We'll find out once we finally finish all the battles. But, yeah, currently perfect streak. No Valravens lost and no losses on any battle. Which is actually the first time I've ever managed to do that. It took us a while. It took us like, what? It's been 4 weeks of all these 3 game modes. And this is the first time I'm actually getting around to finally completing that. I think this is the 3rd Bounty Hunter. Because they last every month, whereas the other things go every 3 weeks. Starting to lose track of how many we've had of each. Not like it matters that much. Alright, we'll go throw that in there. Ooh, that misses a lot. Yeah, this should be the 3rd Bounty Hunter. What do we need? I guess we take a red. That is blocked. Wish I could drop something into something. None of it's worth going for, though. I guess we'll take a blue to brown. Hey, we get a skull out of it, too. But it gives them purple, it gives them green, and it gives them every single one of those cascades. That definitely wasn't worth it. Even if it did give us decent value. So we'll grab that. That gave us guaranteed green, so we would have gotten full mana even if it didn't surge or anything. I'll go move that over just to get it out the way. I would throw Yagway right now if we actually had alignment, but we did not, so we'll throw this and hopefully get lucky. Actually, never mind. This board's horrible. Let me just go for silence right there, just to delay him a little bit. It also gave us a turn for him to maybe give us alignment, which he didn't, unfortunately. But there goes a stun. That's, of course, really annoying. Means we don't gain any stats from every red we take, which is pretty important. So it's not going to really break our team, I guess. Go get that down. And I gives alignment again, throw it down, get the kill. And we did get our trait back, so we now do steal reds all over again. He'd probably already be dead by now if we had that the entire battle. But oh well. I guess I could silence kill him right now and just let him have a skull. I'd rather re-silence that though, which I believe is exactly what I'm going to do. I'll re-silence that, just make sure it doesn't. I believe we got a double silence as well. He didn't give us anything, so we'll just throw that down. That completely misses, but since we have it in silence, he doesn't actually use that color anymore. Or at least for the duration of the silence, he doesn't. We'll move that red over just to get a little bit more stats and to make sure he has a little bit better mana, so we can just take a green to get him to full, in case we don't get enough reds, which we didn't. Throw it down again. And that should be matched. Throw it twice, and that is that. And down it goes. Sweet. On to the next one. What do we have? 17. 11 more battles. So I'm probably only going to keep playing until we actually reach the leaderboard thingy and get the final reward. I will be doing the other ones, obviously. It'll just be off stream. It's just the same battle over and over and again anyways. That's all it is, so. Really wish Bounty Hunter did have more variety. I thought, like, Guild Wars had no variety back then. It's like, it just seems weird that they would add another game mode that would have, like, such a static gameplay. It's still enjoyable, but obviously you get to the point where you played it so many times over, it's like, okay, just get to the point already. Okay, what do we need here? We'll go and take a red there. Take yourself a green. Actually drop the green to green. Get this in there, hopefully get alignment. No alignment. Actually, no extra turn, but we did get alignment, actually. We'll grab that. I do not have a drop for that, so... I guess we just throw this. We'll do that. He'll take a bunch of mana. Oh, he got full mana. And he got the cast, too, off the extra turn right there. Not good. And no point in re-silencing him now, because he just did his ability. He has 0 mana now. So we'll wait until he gets it up a little bit further. Yeah, we'll just go throw this down, I guess. Get another barrier. Keep our Yagway alive. Unfortunately, that didn't actually give us anything on the board. I guess I could take a bunch of mana, but again, I don't need that mana. We already have everything. Okay, so that'll kill that out. That's actually helpful. That actually helped us. I believe it increases our damage, too, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, wait, maybe not, because she has 20% this week, so she did get a lot of extra damage off of that. But yeah, that's one vicious parrot. It likes taking a bunch of skulls from the Skull Storm. It gets pretty lucky sometimes. Alright, we'll go throw this in there. That gives us alignment. No extra turn, but plenty of board to go use. There it goes, already hitting his little poke. How many parrot pokes can we get? We'll go throw that in there again. Another one. Another 2. Good job, parrot. You got this. Move that over. Move the red over. I might as well just go get full mana Yagway at this point. And dead. And there we go. I know, you can stun Cleanse. It's only applicable for the Valraven, though. There's no point in using it for anything other than that, because none of them are stunnable other than Undead or the Blighted things. Also, since it's in first slot, we might not even need to do it. But then again, actually, since it's in first slot, maybe we will need to do it. Because, yeah, I guess we'll go and get it up then. I need to work up the parrot mana just out of safety's sake. So we'll go and, I really want to get the other ones up, though. This is kind of wasting our turn. We have to waste at least 2 turns to deny him. But it probably is worth it, just to make sure. Because we definitely don't want him getting his mana. Okay, there we go, perfect. It barely delayed anything. But yeah, we could do this combo and do that. You normally don't see me doing it, because the only thing we need to do it against is the Valraven specifically. But yeah, it silences him for a little while. Gives us a little bit of time to go do whatever, and we should hopefully be able to kill him in that time. Either with skulls. Worst comes to worst, we could just do it with skulls. And please keep the alignment. Yes, that's match. Especially if we can get a thing back to full mana, because then we can go silence that one. So that's dead. It dies off the red thingy. We'll go throw this in there. No extra turn, and he just throws the ability, though it mainly hits on barriers. We'll go grab the free turn. And what else do we have to move around? I guess we'll throw another one of these. Hopefully get extra turn. No turn. No alignment either, and he gets full mana off of it. Fail. Luckily we had barriers and all that. We'll go through this again. We need 2 more casts to kill it. Cast number 1. Yes, it's aligned. We'll go grab that. And cast number 2, dead. And there we go. Yeah, Yagway can double cast pretty much everything in the entire game. Also, we finally hit the final reward. And there we go. 5 arcanes, 20 gems. These arcanes are useless to me. That gold is almost useless to me. Those gems are, at least that small of amount is almost useless to me. But the only thing we get is the Orb of Chaos. Please be blue. Or purple. No, another green. We got 2. We opened 3 major orbs today. 1 from Invasion, 1 from this, and 1 from the other thing. We got 2 greens and a purple. Ouch. I would even prefer orange over green. Green is just pure useless because we keep getting them for free from, like, every event. Well, not this event, but, like, every Invasion and Raid lately has been giving, like, on the 5th one, it keeps giving a green orb. So they're worth so little because everyone just keeps getting them automatically. So basically every orb is just pure useless other than, or compared to green, every orb is just infinitely useless. just because there's so many of them out there, because we keep getting one for free every single week. Too bad they don't make this a different orb or something, or switch it up. Could you imagine if that was like a guaranteed blue orb for stage 5 every single week? That'd be quite a bit of value, that is for sure. But anyways, that could have gone a bit better, but we reached the leaderboard. Or did we reach the leaderboard? We almost did. I still need to go use the rest of my battles, of course. Wrong one. Wrong game mode. Bounty Hunter. But yeah, how close are we? We're like right on top of it. The next battle will actually bring us over, and then we'll go use the rest of them later. So let's go do our final battle, and that will bring us to top 100 finally. Let's go do that, and we'll still have 10 battles afterwards. Would you still use gems to buy dungeon rewards if you don't have all troops? Maybe. You barely get any gems or diamonds each day, though. You're only getting 20 diamonds for the cost of 50 gems. It's not really that many. The main reason why it was kind of worth it before was because of shards, and we didn't know what shards might be used for. But now we know what they're used for. They're used for pet food. And now we know how pet food is accumulated and all that kind of stuff. And assuming that's the only thing they're really going to be using it on, we really don't need excessive amount of the color ones. Mainly because, well, some people might who are like low on pet food and stuff. But at that point, you might as well just like farm pets. But yeah, we already know what they're being used for, and it's not really that worth it to keep getting the colored ones. But as far as diamonds, yes, definitely still worth it every Sunday to go throw the 50 pack for the diamond day. As far as throwing it every day just for the point of getting diamonds, I would probably hold off on that. There's way too many things that are starting to use diamonds to really go for it, and I'm finally stopping that too, starting tomorrow. I've done it for the longest of time, but no longer will I be doing it. It'll probably go, the gems I'll save will probably go into either Bounty Hunter each month, or into just other various things that require gems, like key openings. Because we're starting to get really low. The last few key openings has really been hitting us hard. Luckily, we got decently lucky on Friday, so we didn't actually have to spend too many excess. But we are starting to reach the point where we pretty much ran out of glory keys. So we're either going to need to start going finally into our stack of guild chests, which I've been trying to avoid at all costs, or we're going to need to basically go down to 0 gems, one or the other. That will be happening soon. Yeah, we're going to take that. I think I might need to start using some of my blue orbs and stuff like that. Some of the other small orbs, just to save a little bit more resources. Like, if I specifically need something upgraded at any point, I might just go and start orbing it instead. Because I don't really intend to craft a Zugoff. I've been holding off just in case I may, but we already got to test him some. He's near useless, so we already know that's a thing, so we don't really need to bother with him. We got to try him. He's not worth getting, for sure. And the only reason we'd ever get him is just for completionist purposes. Actually, there is one other reason why we might get him. He is technically a Karkaroff troop, and there is a possibility that the Mythic of Zugoff, that basically no one has, will be required to 10-star Karkaroff when it comes to the time to start 10-star in Kingdoms. So he might have the purpose for that. And while normally 10-starring a Kingdom might not be the biggest deal if it was something like armor or HP, the fact that Karkaroff is a magic kingdom makes it so that might be the thing that actually makes Zugoff worth crafting, is the fact that it would make it so you would need to you would need it for the 5-star, I mean a 10-star kingdom. So what's 50 at right now? Oh wow, we might actually make top 50. We have 10 battles left. How much do we get per battle? Oh yeah, we're actually making top 50. Sweet. I'll go use all my battles later, but assuming no one else does the grind, we'll make top 50 with what we've spent, which only saves us another 25 gems. So I don't know if I'll actually even bother doing that. I'll probably keep an eye on it later tonight and just make sure I do a few more. But yeah, I don't know if I'll actually even use that many. Because it really doesn't gain much of a benefit until we hit top 20. And there's no way I'm scoring that many more points with the 10 I currently have. At most, we'll score about 50,000 to 60,000 more points, counting the Val Ravens, which would not be enough to cut it to top 20, I don't believe. But, yeah, we should have a pretty safe top 50, which gives us another little small orb on Monday. It's not really that much, but that's a little bit of extra reward on everything we already grinded for. So I guess that's perfectly fine. Anyways, let's go claim our tribute. Double check on our pet. A 13 tribute. Yeah, our tributes have been, like, double-digit almost every time these days, which is really nice. We're getting, like, 9, 10 plus gems every single time, too. A bunch of other resources. Pretty cool. And, of course, the more kingdoms we get upgraded, the more we'll be getting off of that. And with pets, I've been actually claiming them quite a bit recently. Because, of course, I keep poking in here and there to check on pets. And, obviously, if you're checking for pets, you might as well claim your tribute while you're on. So, yeah. ends up working out nicely. Also, hello, Cronin. Sorry I didn't already say hi. But anyways, guys, any other questions? Otherwise, I'll be heading off for the night. We will be back early tomorrow morning. Not for stream, but of course doing the video going over next week's events. Of course, next week's event will have the 2 new legends in the event key drop pool. Those 2 legends being these 2 vicious guys. Let's go face it real quick. But yeah, these 2 troops, the Glaceon and King Bloodhammer, are both in the event key drop table. They're the only 2 legends in the event key drop table, meaning that every legend you get from an event key next week will end up being one of the 2 newer ones. So if you've been wanting to use either of these 2, Monday or all next week would be the time to go and do that. But yeah, that'll be happening about 6 hours from now or so, during the reset, or once the reset occurs. So if you've been interested or eyeing them, go and make sure to go get them. And of course, you would have all week to go and accumulate some more event keys if you did want to go try throwing it at them. But yeah, they are definitely very, very strong. They're pretty much next level strong as far as what the meta is going to be shifting to. They might even need to consider adding some really hard counters to Doomskulls because, yeah, Doomskull's pretty ridiculous at the moment, as you can see. It can backfire pretty easily, but more often than not, it does pretty much what we just saw right there. So definitely worth considering getting both of them, especially if you have the trait stones to go and fully trait them. Of course, as far as brown, purple, and brown-red trait stones. Brown-red you'll want to get from Urskea, and brown-purple, I believe the only location is Darkstone. And if you don't know where either of those 2 are, you can actually just go look in their thingies, and we can just go under the thing. So let me double-check on brown-purple. Pretty sure Darkstone's the only one. Oh no, the New Kingdom, if I'm not mistaken, also is brown-purple. Though I'd probably just stick with Darkstone at that point. Brown-purple, where are you? I know you're in here. Oh, that's not it. Brown-purple, where are you? Oh yeah, my bad. The New Kingdom that just came out is also brown-purple. I forgot about that. But yeah, I'd probably say Darkstone would still be the better one, though. I don't know, maybe, never mind. This kingdom doesn't have any revives in it, so maybe this one would be. The problem with this kingdom, though, in Explorers, it has that freezer guy. But, yeah, you know what? Actually, this kingdom would be the better one to do it in. So both of the newer kingdoms would be the better one. So Urskea for brown-red and Droxzoom for brown-purple would be the 2 locations you'd probably go to farm. Oh, but then again, never mind. Maybe you would go to Darkstone, because next week these troops are probably having 10% or 20% bonus, because it's going to be a Droxzoom event next week, obviously, because they're going to be in the drop table and all that. And because of that, one of them, or they're likely to gain some kind of extra 10 to 20% bonus, kind of like how Divines have it this week, whatever it was, Divines and Humans. But yeah, maybe it would be better just doing a Darkstone if you don't already have them. What do you... oh, never mind, I already answered that question. Anyways, guys, hope you all enjoy your week. Best of luck if you're going to be opening any keys later. And, yeah, I guess I'll see you all later. Thank you all so much for coming down tonight. And have a wonderful week. Goodbye, everyone.